The third question in front of you from paper 2 of IAS 2024 is you have to discuss the economic ideas of J.S. Mill that are essentially rooted in the economics of Adam Smith and David Ricardo. Okay. Now, what are the Adam Smith's influence? The first thing that comes into our mind whenever we talk about Adam Smith is the invisible hand and free market theory. So, according to Smith's view, Adam Smith famously introduced the concept of what? Invisible hand, which suggests that individuals pursuing their self-interest inadvertently distribute to the overall economic welfare, while Mill's extension of this is what? Mill accepted this principle, of course, and emphasized the benefit of free market and competition. He agreed that individuals' pursuit of personal gain can lead to societal benefits, promoting efficiency and innovation. Next is division of labor. Now, on Smith's view on it is that Smith highlighted the advantage of what? Division of labor, where specialization leads to increased productivity and economic growth. Whereas Mill's extension to this is that, of course, Mill acknowledged it and the importance of specialization and further explored its implication on productivity and economic development. What is the role of government? According to Smith's view, the role of government is that it's limited, okay, limited government intervention, advocating for government roles in defense, justice, and certain public works. Otherwise, the market should adjust itself. That is the free market adjustment. Mill supported limited government intervention. He was more open to state intervention in case of what? If there is market failure, such as providing education, addressing poverty, etc. So that was Mill's extension to what Smith's already said in support of Smith. Okay. Now let's talk about Ricardo. So we know the basic difference between Smith and Ricardo is the theory of absolute advantage and comparative advantage, comparative cost advantage. So Ricardo's view on this is that it should not be based on absolute advantage, because two different countries can have same absolute advantage. So it is the relative or witty, or let's say the opportunity cost of choosing one over another, that should be the basic way of specializing goods and services, right? And Mill's extension to this is that he expanded the theory by addressing the complexity of international trade and distribution of its benefit, emphasizing the role of demand in determining the comparative advantage, right? Next, Ricardian's view is also talked about the law of rent, where Ricardo developed the law of rent, explained how the rent of land is determined by its fertility and location, with the most productive land generating the highest rent. Mill's extension to this was on that it incorporated the law of rent into broader theories of income distribution, exploring how rent, wage, and profits interacted with the economy. Lastly, theory of value is also important here. So Ricardo's view about labor theory of value suggested that the value of a good is determined by the amount of labor required to produce it. And Mill's extension of that is that Mill refined this theory by recognizing the roles of both supply and demand in determining value, integrating aspect of utility into the classical labor theory of value. So to conclude, what are the points you should write in this case are, first of all, you have to start with the Adam Smith's influence, right? Number one is invisible hand and free market theory, and then you have to compare the view of Smith and Mills. Then there is division of labor, then there is role of government, okay? And then you have to dive into the Ricardo's part, where you have to talk about the theory of comparative advantage, opportunity cost, rent, and theory of value, that is the labor theory. All right, so that is the answer for you and the important points that you should write down to complete this.